All right, today is an upper body day again, and we're doing some feel good volume. Today is all about feel good volume. Now, what does that mean? Well, the name says it in itself. We're gonna do a bit high reps, a bit more volume, but also we're gonna make it feel good. The past few days, like yesterday and the day before that, I felt like shit. I was sick, but today I'm feeling better. But believe it or not, like if there's anyone on this planet that believes in recovery, and not overtraining, it's me, guys. I'm training every day, I'm running every day, but that also makes it that I know the importance of recovery, because if I don't recover properly, I feel it the next day. So I am well aware that you have to recover, and that's why today we're not gonna push it too hard. We're just gonna do some feel good stuff. If you can't push it in the gym, you can just do simple stuff. I say this all the time. You can either do like smaller body parts, for example, like forearms or just arms, which even if you hammer them like to the ground, they're not gonna be impacted, or they're not gonna impact your recovery that much for the next day, right? And then also you can do just the same movements, like let's say today I'll be doing planche and front lever. You can also just do those, and even though they normally would have a lot of impact on your system, you can just do them like with a lighter loads. I'm gonna use some assistance with longer sets. Not going to the max, and it will just be like a pump workout. You get the blood flowing, you feel better afterwards. It's gonna even help with your recovery. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna do like the usual style of training where I set a timer every 4 minutes just to keep myself in check, that I don't get distracted. And then, yeah, like I said, do a bit of sits. I might like do some shorter sits with front lever, because front lever is not really that hard on the joints. But anyway, it won't be max out today. Today will be just feel good. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. No pressure training, and yeah, just have fun. That's the most important part. Okay, so the first set, I guess I'll have to set my timer as well. In the first set, what I'm gonna do is just some push-ups. I have the green band, as you can see, and I'm just gonna use this one. I don't have weight on my feet this time because I want to keep the weight low, like the load, the difficulty of the exercise. What I'm gonna try to do is some clean push-ups, and maybe like a press afterwards, like focus on the activation. Maybe even see if I can keep my arms from bending, but that's maybe a bit ambitious knowing myself. So yeah, I'll do my first set like this, and then we'll see how it goes. And then, like based on how this set feels, I'll also like decide how many sets I will do and so on. Maybe I should set some good music as well. Doom Eternal Mix, can't go wrong with that one. All right. Of course. All right. That's not a problem. I feel still a bit tired, but I'm feeling way better than a few days ago, which I'm happy about. Because holy shit, I was tired of sitting on the toilet. Anyway, 3 minutes left. I just use the remaining time as rest. And then I'll see how many sets I get. Maybe at least 3 probably. But like 5 if it's a possibility, or if it goes well, 6 sets is a possibility. I do this by feel. Again. Oh my god. That's not stable. Holy shit, that was scary. Alright, for the people who do calisthenics purely for muscle building, like planche and Maltese are obviously not the best, but like it's a good example of even if you just do skills or you don't even primarily do like muscle building stuff, you're gonna put on muscle. That's just a given. I mean, I did a few sets of Maltese and like especially in the Maltese, I just have to flex my bicep and I feel it now. That's also why like all the gymnasts have like huge shoulders and biceps, right? So even if you're just an athlete, I mean, it says it in the name. You will get an athletic body. You will not get like a bodybuilder physique. But I think it's pretty interesting, right? Like you can just aim for like a skill you want to learn or you want something you want to get better at, and then in the end, like your body will follow, so you will get like results in your physique as well. And I think like the difference with bodybuilding is like for bodybuilding that's like the main goal, but like if you have like a skill to back it up, like strength to back it up, like you can deadlift a lot, you can do a strong plunge, and you look in the mirror and yeah, maybe your chest is underdeveloped or like you have a big biceps compared to the rest of your body, but it's like, yeah, this big biceps and this small chest, this is what got me the plunge, you know, and you can think of it like you can kind of be like proud of yourself, even if your physique is not like up to standards with like the modern vision of how a physique should be. So, you know, a bit of a rant, but I like doing skills and just doing sports in general is a fun way to build muscle in itself, even if it's not purely for that aspect. Anyway, I'm gonna take a bit of a break from planche. I'm gonna do more later, but now I put on the weights. I'm gonna do a few wide pull-ups in front lever because last time I did the 5x5, I'm actually quite satisfied with the amount of volume regarding like pull-ups to touch on that. So I'm gonna like try to see if I can do a more difficult skill, aka the wide pull-ups, and you know how comfortable I think I'll shoot for 2 reps, how comfortable that will be, just to have a gauge on like in the future for future training. Not too hard, because after that I do want to do some volume as well. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Actually, I have to do my set already, so this is gonna be one take. There we go. You good? You can see? I think you're gonna be able to see. I should already go. The timer has gone already. Let's see. I think you can see the bar, right? Yeah, you're good. There we go. Now you good? Yes. So wide pull-up. I'm using the gloves for a better grip. So we're gonna do it like this, and then pull up. Whew. Oh, that's more difficult than expected. Let's try another set. Okay, we got a good gauge on how difficult the front lever pull-up was. I mean, whether you're doing skill training or just training for the gym, having like a gauge with new stuff, trying it out, seeing how difficult it is, I think it's a good idea because, you know, if you don't try, you don't know, don't fuck around, you don't find out, don't knock it till you try it. And I mean, you can say it in a lot of different ways, but you know, just having like a bit of an experiment with how something feels is always a good thing in my opinion, especially if you're having like a less intense day, I mean, those are the moments to do that. So for the front lever, I found out that the white ones are way more difficult than I remember. Maybe I have to get used to them again. But anyway, now I'll get back to some planche. Not much, but yeah, just some for fun. Let's do some push-ups. All right. Whew, one more set. I think one more set will be good. Whew. Front lever time, baby. All right, I'm gonna do 10 pull-ups and then some presses. I don't know how many, but maybe let's aim for 10 if possible. I don't know. It's some feel-good volume, you know, so a longer set, I don't mind. Let's go. Whew. What the fuck? That was pretty good. What the fuck was that? I don't know what happened, to be honest. Those felt quite easy. That was 10 presses. I don't know if it was a 10-second hold at the end, but this is the best I've ever done, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I was just gonna do some feel-good volume, but like when I did the touch hold, like the small hold, I was like, hey, what the fuck? It's not supposed to be that easy after 10 pull-ups. And then everything just felt good, so maybe the form wasn't perfect, but hey, I'm not gonna complain about that. Anyway, I'll do some more sets, 1 or 2 I guess, and then some thrashing for handstand push-ups. I don't know, we'll see. Allow me to say it for the 100th time, but when I said skills are not the most efficient way for muscle building, take the front lever away from that statement, because I don't care what you say, the front lever is the most efficient way to build a big, bulbous, stacked, and succulent back. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I did one set, I did not even do it to the complete max, but my back is pumped to shit. Up, like, from the bottom to the top, you know? Upper back, mid back, lower back, I don't care. The front lever does everything. If you combine pull-ups and presses and holds, you do everything with the front lever. It's insane. And also your rear delts. I mean, guys, do your front lever, please. Alright, second set. Second set of front lever. I'll do just maybe some white ones. White pull-ups, why not? Without weight, we'll see. Oh, yeah, those are difficult. Whew, I feel those in my neck. Holy shit. All right. I'll finish with a bit of a hold and some presses. And then it'll be good for front lever. All right, time for some push-ups. God fucking damn it. Alright, let's do another set. God fucking damn it. Alright, attempt number 2. These handstand push-ups, I mean, they're good pump work. Especially for planche, you know, to just get a good pump. But god damn it, it's annoying when you lose your balance. If you can't keep a handstand, like me, consider doing it against the wall. I mean, I can keep my balance most of the time, so I don't. But if you have trouble with this and you just want to get a good pump, yeah, you can do it against the wall as well. It's gonna be the same effect, you know? So, let's try again. Let's see what happens. These feel fucking difficult today. But while I was doing them, I got a hunch why. You might notice this yourself, but the bigger your back pump, the more difficult it is to raise your hands all the way, aka get into a handstand position. So that might have something to do with it. But if it means, like, you know, if I fail the handstand push-up because my back was too big and bulbous, I mean, I can't complain, right? So I'm gonna leave it at that today. I got a good shoulder pump with the 20 reps I did just now. I mean, 20 is not really a lot for me, but I'm gonna take it. All right, let's see how we are looking. Maybe like from the back as well. All right, I'm feeling a bit pumped. Not too pumped, but you know, nothing to complain about. So about today, I was like, I mentioned it, right? Today was just feel good, get a pump. I wasn't really aiming for PRs, you know, but I opened my logbook because I take the memo, you know, of my PRs. And I took a look and I was like, hey, I got a few PRs. I mean, what did I do? The front lever pull-ups. In the front lever, I did not really get PRs in the planche, but in the front lever, like those 2 sets of 2 with like the weight and the white ones, I think that's a PR. At least for as long as I can remember, because I only started logging my PRs like a few months ago. And then, like the 10 pull-ups to touch, I have never done it and felt so good. I mean, I have done 10 pull-ups to touch before, but this one was the best one yet. And I also did then 10 presses and like a quite long hold after it. So that's also like like a really good fucking set. I mean, yeah, it's actually it surprised me so much. I can't help but laugh about it. I really don't know what to say about that, but yeah, just I would really recommend like noting down your PRs because sometimes you're like, oh, I'm not really progressing, but like in reality you are. You're just not able to see it because if we don't like make notes of our PRs, we are just gonna keep track of the big ones. You know, what's my bench press? What's my max dips? What's my max planche hold? What's my max pistol squat? But other than that, you also have like a lot of PRs. You have like what's my best PR for 5 sets of dips, you know? What's my PR for EMOM sets? What's my PR for volume in the pistol squat? You have so many things to think about and you don't really notice it, unless you take notes. Unless you know like, oh, okay, today I did 2 sets of pull-ups. Oh, but wait, I don't have those in my PR book yet. Maybe I should note them down. And then, you'll soon realize that you're making PRs quite often. So, yeah, that's something that's really important because getting PRs is fun, of course. We all want to get PRs. We all want to get big, bulbous, and strong, like Eric Bugenhagen. But yeah, then just note down your PRs. And also, like the biggest PR you can have, in my opinion, and that's something I noticed this year, is your continuation, your consistency PR. Just keep going. That's your biggest PR. I mean, earlier this year in April, I injured my shoulder, and I realized this because I have had 2 big injuries in my life. One is for my knee, one is for my shoulder, and it was like the knee was 3 years ago, and my shoulder was this year. And there was a big difference in my mindset when I got those injuries. Like the first time I gave up training, and you don't feel good during those times. But the second time I was like, okay, I'm gonna focus on what I can still do. It doesn't matter if I get PRs. I just have to keep going. And by just keeping going, every day you're setting a PR of how long you've been training, of how long you've been consistent, Or every day, every week, it doesn't matter. If your consistency definition is like, I want to train once per week at least, and you do that every week and you note down every week, I did 2 weeks in a row, I did 3 weeks in a row, 4, 5, 6. That's a PR every week that you are guaranteed, no matter your condition. And that's so important, So yeah, if you note down your PRs, you'll just notice that even on like days you're tired, even on days you don't want to do it, that you're making progress and you're gonna wanna keep going. You're gonna be excited because holy shit, even though I was tired, I made progress. Even though I was tired, I could do XYZ. I did a PR for my forearms. I did a PR for my dips, my pull-ups, whatever. Yeah, I can keep ranting on about this, but you get my point. So tomorrow is gonna be the start of something new. Yeah, I guess I'll just talk about that tomorrow. See you then. I'm gonna eat some eggs now because that's all I have left, eggs and mango.